So the modifier I'm going to cover here is going to be the surface modifier. So I'm going to come in here and make a few primitives for us to work with, or spline primitives. Go ahead and make a rectangle, and I'll make an n-gon, and let's go ahead and make a copy of that. And we'll make this one 3-sided, and we'll make this one 5-sided. And just to make sure we can see these a little better, I'll go ahead and change the color. So on this first one, I'm going to go ahead and apply actually we can do them all at one shot. Go ahead and apply a surface modifier. So we can immediately see that the 4-sided one applied to surface, 3-sided one applied to surface, and our 5-sided one is kind of missing in action here because surface modifier can't do that. So if we go over here to our n-gon, turn off show end results, and put an edit spline modifier on there, and just make this 4-sided and that 3-sided. Now when I go to surface, it'll close it up. So the surface modifier requires that each shape or each boundary be 3 or 4 sides. That's all it can deal with to close off a surface. And this surface, once created, is actually a patch surface since it comes from splines. So here you can control the number of steps and things like that. So on our rectangle here, let's put an edit spline modifier. So then we can now see the effects of the work done on the spline to the surface. So we can move these Bezier handles on our spline and see that our essentially patch surface updates here. And we can control the smoothness of that surface by changing the steps. Then the threshold is for how the splines connect. So let's go ahead and make another example for that real quick. So we've got a spline cage here, essentially we drew from scratch. And let's go ahead and attach these. Go ahead and take our surface modifier and throw it on there. So that closed up since they're all 3-sided. So to illustrate this threshold parameter, I'm going to go ahead and separate these just a bit. So now that surface is gone. But if we increase our threshold, you can see it closes back up again. So what that threshold does is allows for gaps between vertices when they're not right on. So at times you'll extract the segments from a mesh and then want to surface them again, and they might not be right on, or maybe they got moved a little bit, so the threshold gives you a little bit of forgiveness there. Flip normals does just that, and then remove interior patches will remove segments at times and help with the joining. And only selected segments is if we had segments selected at the sub-object level. When we go to surface, if we do only selected segments, it's only going to do those. So, which at times might be what you're looking for. You have lines that go beyond as projection or sort of connective geometry, and you only want a surface center area or sort of boundary areas of the surface. That's the surface modifier, and if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments section.